EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers.
Is set to kick off.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Foles. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Watch the twins.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. To throw, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
1st down.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up first and goal at the 1.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Panthers nothing. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky.
Here's Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
45, 45, Mike, 45.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
3rd and 2 and they ran the ball for only 1 yard and everybody's going to scream at the offense, well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This is Scarborough. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's go. Great. 45 to Mike. 45. I'm coming.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This from 25 yards out.
5-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Complete to
Scotty Miller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
You would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
54, right there, 54 miles. Here we go. Easy. Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady, he'll let one go deep for Howard. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
And it's third down.
Brady going to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. This is Geis. Only about
Won the first battle, keep coming after him, put the pressure on him.
here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now Jones. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. And the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. He wants Reynolds way downfield. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jones. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Panthers 10. Joey Slye to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much...
It got his man complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Complete to
Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the...
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now Jones. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told about...
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team won from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
DJ Moore. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45's the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Check 26. Check 26. He's coming. Double up. Double up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. It's Geis on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Darius Geis.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 52. Easy.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
21 yards.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, double. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, man.
Geis might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on because right now he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Hey, watch it. Shadow.
On the ground, Geis, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Foles. Flushed out right. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he is all the way up past the 25. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 9, check 9. Watch twist. Regular.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Buccaneers.
Wait, set. Run 80. Run 80.
Brady now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a run with Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
21-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Panthers. 53 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Panthers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Check, 59. Tighten up. Pull it together. Under 10, 10. Hey, check it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 52, Panthers 10. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 82 yards. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Hey, 66.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
40-yard line.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this early to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they act.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Quick pass out to Miller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Brady going to look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On play action, now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Final score, Buccaneers 59.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile...